Of the Finance and Development Committee, Acting Town Clerk, Heads of Department here present, esteemed guests, officials from the City of Harare, media fraternity, and ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming to this occasion. We thought that it was important for us to mark it in this manner, so that at least we can put pressure on ourselves to work and to promise to the citizens of Harare that we are doing something in a little way and in a big way. We are committed to issues of a sustainable city. It is not optional, it is a must that a city and a community must be sustainable. Resources are finite, and once you deal with them in a manner that is not sustainable, there is a price to pay, either with this generation or the generations after. And it is important that in the relay of life, that one generation bears a responsibility to a generation that cannot do anything for itself. And that is the generations of those that are yet to be born and those that are young to be able to do anything. So we've got a heavy responsibility not only to the present, but to the future. So indeed it covers the broad spectrum of the terms of reference of your program that you put in, and in addition to that, we are even dealing with the rights of those that are yet to be in terms of how we handle the environment in the present day. So sustainable waste management has been the albatross on the neck of the City of Harare for quite some time. We are having complaints around our waste management. People are simply not happy. People are not excited about it. They simply do not understand in this day and age why a city our size cannot manage waste efficiently in a manner that leaves the residents happy. So we are entering into these initiatives that are very key. In its small way, we also recently announced an initiative with Geopomona that are handling our dump site to include the collection of the waste in itself. So these initiatives are complementary in my view. That one is a massive project where we have to collect waste from each and every household within Harare, in particular the low density and in particular the high density. And December is a period where most of our diaspora people come back to Harare for holidays, to see their relatives, for fun and a better ambience. And they are shocked with the cleanliness of where they come from and the dirtiness to where they are coming to. So we need not to do it, so the diaspora coming is our own SADC summit, so to speak. So we should prepare for that, deal with the handling of waste in a sustainable manner, enter into these initiatives, and make sure they hit the ground running, and we implement it effectively, so that not only do we implement it, but it can become an example that we can convince the city council and even government to continue with the initiatives, or even the private sector to continue with the initiatives. And that will be something that will be useful for what we are doing. So we have those plans in waste management. I was talking to the town clerk and the other guys. We want to do another community-based initiative where we procure trucks and front-end loaders from the community, so that we can do a massive program during the holidays to clear some of the dumps that we have and to collect some of the rubbish that we have. And coupled to that, we are going to be dealing with issues of behavioral change. People throwing litter, eating whilst they are walking, throwing litter everywhere. Some go to the extent of even openly urinating in public, and so forth. Such behavior and attitudes need to be polished through awareness program and also through hard punishments through fines and so forth. Other societies, spitting is has a huge fine. I went to Singapore. There are signs that you must not spit anyway, and so forth and so forth. And they introduced huge fines. Here, people let it down at Newlands or some other place. They take out their private parts and urinate in public. You know, it's those attitudes that have to change if we are going to have a sustainable environmental management. You are driving, someone throws out trash from the window of a car. Someone eats from point A to point B. The minute they finish their food, they drop the waste and wait for somebody to come and collect it. Some of the shops have no bins, properly marked, recycled bins, and our areas. So it is that kind of issues that I hope your educational, promotional activities will also try to educate our people while we invest in the big stuff and create a sustainable environment for our citizens and a beautiful ambience. I mean, Harare has got everything going for it. It's got some of the beautiful weather in the world. You can walk out at any time of the day without thinking twice, without thinking I need an umbrella, without thinking that it will be too hot. You just walk out at any time of the day, day and night. For most days of the year, the ambience, the greenery, everything. And I've traveled to many cities. The environment itself is harsh to its own cities. But here in Harare, we are mollycoddled by our weather. And maybe that has led to a certain degree of complacence, because every day is a good day in Harare. But we need to complement it by creating an ambience that is befitting what nature has given us in terms of a beautiful and friendly city. So we ought to keep it that way. And once we deal with the issues that we have to deal with, it will be one of the go-to places to live, I would dare say, in the whole world, if I may say so, myself as the mayor of this city. But we need to put in, like what the Swedish representative said, we need to put in the hard work. We need to work double or thrice as much to be able to create a good example with this initiative, and also to cover the whole city. It does not make anyone happy that another part of the city is clean when his place of the city is not clean. So this game has got no praise singers. You do one good thing in one area, it doesn't make the rest of the areas happy, because everybody just wants a clean environment. But I welcome the signing of this process, and then we ask us to be able to do a bit more in terms of what we need to do as a city and the initiatives that we need to do that. So I want to thank our colleagues from Kenya. Isaac, yeah, my father is called Isaac. So Jacob, so my father here, and I, Jacob. So I want to thank the work that you are doing and the colleagues. I know you have been at it for quite some time.
Yes.
And I had a meeting with you what seems like an age ago. And I'm surprised that it had not been implemented. But anyway, as they say in English, better late than never. So we are where we are, and it is what it is. We move and we go. And I want to thank you, Sandra. We made you something, our coordinator. Donor and grants coordinator. Yes, we expect more grants. Bigger amounts, but we are happy for this. It's a good start, and I want to thank you for your initiatives and the efforts that we are doing. There is a lot of climate money out there, environmental money out there. We just need to organize ourselves and be able to make it Harare the destination for some of the initiatives that are around in the world. So we want, I think we went to Cairo for the, yes. Yeah? Forum and so forth. And we realized that there are a lot of initiatives in the world that we need to take advantage of, and that we threatened to take advantage of. So let's carry out our threat, and let's take advantage of that and make living in Harare far much easier for our citizens. Thank you.